It delves deeper into why modern naval warships demand multi-role flexibility and highlights how each featured vessel embodies that principle. Commanding the seas in the 21st century. Gone are the days when simply having the biggest battleship ensured naval dominance. Modern naval warfare is more than a slugfest of heavy guns. It's a multidimensional chessboard where success hinges on integrating land, air, surface, and underwater capabilities. A warship that cannot defend itself from aerial or submarine attacks is little more than a large, vulnerable target. This reality drives the evolution of contemporary fleets into highly adaptable platforms that can tackle a spectrum of missions. Consider the hypothetical example of an 8,000-ton frigate lacking anti-air missiles or anti-submarine weaponry. Despite its considerable bulk, it had become a sitting duck, especially when confronted by enemy helicopters, fighters, or stealthy submarines lurking below. The need for heightened operational versatility and mission adaptability pushes navies to invest in vessels that can excel in multiple roles without extensive refits. In essence, a single hull must balance sensors, armaments, and modular systems designed for everything from maritime security to high-intensity naval engagements. Enter the Type 26 frigate. One cutting-edge design embodying this philosophy is the Type 26 frigate by BAE Systems, an evolution of the UK Ministry of Defence's Global Combat Ship Programme. Conceived to replace the Royal Navy's aging fleet of 13 Type 23 frigates, the Type 26 demonstrates remarkable modularity and advanced anti-submarine capabilities. Not only does it excel in subsurface warfare, but it also boasts strong air defense systems and support for general-purpose operations. This means it can protect a carrier strike group, chase down pirates, and undertake humanitarian missions, all while being reconfigurable to meet evolving battlefield requirements. At the time of writing, the young Type 26 sign is poised to become a major success story with 32 vessels planned globally. 8 for the UK's Royal Navy, 9 for the Royal Australian Navy, and 15 for the Royal Canadian Navy. The early units are projected to enter service around the mid-2020s, each costing approximately $1 billion, but that figure varies based on how many hulls get built and the specific configurations they adopt. As is common in naval procurement, larger orders bring down per-unit costs. Technical overview of the Type 26. Despite being labeled a frigate, the Type 26 is formidable. 1. Displacement. Around 7,000 tons, fully loaded. 2. Dimensions. About 492 feet in length and 68 feet in beam. 3. Propulsion. A Rolls-Royce MT-30 gas turbine in direct drive, supported by 4 high-speed MTU diesel generators, feeding 2 electric motors in a combined diesel-electric or gas codlog arrangement. 4. Performance. Top speed of roughly 26 knots, 30 mph, and an impressive 8,000-plus miles of range. 5. Crew. Over 150 sailors for typical operations, expandable to 208. Armaments and mission-specific gear. The Royal Navy's variant of Type 26 wields multiple layers of protection and strike potential. At its heart is the Type 997 Artisan 3D radar and a Connie Sea Scepter air defense system launching from 48 vertical launch canisters. Moreover, an additional 24 Mark 41 strike-length VLS cells lie forward of the bridge, enabling the frigate to deploy Tomahawk cruise missiles for land attack, anti-submarine rockets, or even advanced anti-ship weapons. Its deck guns, from a 5-inch Mark 45 down to miniguns and GP machine guns, grant it broad-spectrum firepower. This warship aims to dominate every threat environment it encounters. Australia's Hunter-class Lizard frigate, derived from the Type 26, also reflects the design's popularity. The Aussie versions will likely adopt different missile loadouts, such as RIM 66, Standard 2, and Lot ESMA 2 launched from Mark 41 systems, plus the ability to embark a single MH-60R ASW helicopter or an MRH-90 utility aircraft. Together, these changes make the Hunter class a flexible, stealthy sub-hunter and multi-role platform fit to patrol the vast expanse of the Indo-Pacific. China's Type 055 destroyer, a crouching tiger, hidden dragon. While frigates offer a balanced approach, some navies prefer heavier double-duty destroyers or cruisers to project power across entire theaters. The Type 0555 from China typifies this modern super-destroyer ethos. Though often referred to as a destroyer, the U.S. Navy classifies it as a cruiser because of its size and firepower. Launched and first commissioned in early 2020, the Type 055's design emphasizes stealth shaping, smooth lines, reduced radar cross-section, minimized infrared signatures, and careful electromagnetic emission control. At full load, it displaces around 13,000 tons, stretches 590 feet, and is 65 feet wide, with a top speed near 30 knots, 34.5 mph. It's crewed by 300-plus personnel, ensuring the ship can handle long deployments and specialized missions such as air defense, ballistic missile defense, and escorting aircraft carriers. A larger VLS arsenal. With 112 universal vertical launch cells, 64 in the forward section, and 48 aft, the Type 055 can carry a potent mix of missiles, including HHQ-9, long-range SAMs for air defense, YJ-18, anti-ship cruise missiles, CJ-10, land attack cruise missiles, possibly anti-submarine torpedoes or ballistic anti-ship variants. Additionally, it accommodates 2 Changhe Z-18F ASW helicopters. Experts speculate that future upgrades might involve electromagnetic railguns or high-powered lasers, pushing it further into sci-fi territory. The cost of each Type 055 is estimated around $850 million, a figure considered competitive for its advanced systems. Germany's MKS-180, a shape-shifting multi-role combat ship. Moving on to Europe, Germany's MKS-180 Mehrzweckkampfschiff 180, or multi-purpose combat ship, broadens the scope of what one hull can do. Some observers call it an all-rounder, a blueprint for a warship that seamlessly toggles between safeguarding trade routes, combating submarines, undertaking humanitarian missions, and enforcing embargoes. At roughly 10,000 tons geared displacement and 509 feet in length, the MKS-180 dwarfs many existing frigates and even some destroyers. Crewed by around 110 sailors, it can accommodate an additional 70 specialists, be they medical staff, Marines, or mission-specific teams. Boasting 24 months of deployable life at sea, with rotating crews every 4 months, it's built for extended global presence. L'Abri. Dynamic mission modules. The MKS-180's hallmark lies in its modular approach. Standard fittings include various sensors and weapons, medium and short-range SAMs, long-range anti-ship missiles, and a 197-meter main gun for NGFS, naval gunfire support. Yet specialized plug-and-play modules let it excel in targeted roles. Anti-submarine warfare, ASW. Towed array sonar, specialized helos, plus advanced torpedoes turn the MKS-180 into a dedicated sub-hunter. Counter-piracy, law enforcement. Extra storage for RIBs or unmanned craft, detention cells, and medical stations for quarantining detainees. Mine warfare. A dedicated diving chamber, remote mine disposal gear, and possibly mini-submarines. Because these modules can be swapped out or upgraded independently of the base hull, the MKS-180 stays future-proof, a testament to Germany's engineering emphasis on flexibility. Number France's Sea Sword 90, agile stealth corvette. France, known for sleek but deadly naval designs, has the Sea Sword 90U, a stealth corvette developed collaboratively by Construction Mécanique de Normandie and the naval architect firm Mauric. Officially unveiled in 2014, it embodies the idea that a smaller hull can still pack serious punch, provided you integrate cutting-edge sensors, stealth shaping, and modular weaponry. Measuring only 301 feet, with a beam of 52 feet, Sea Sword 90 hits speeds of up to 128 knots, 32 km/h, and can cruise for 8,000 miles. Accommodations for 65 crew plus 20 additional berths confirm its multi-role nature. This corvette is well armed to handle surface, air, and submarine threats. Main gun, either a 76mm or 57mm up front. Secondary guns, 2 remote-controlled 20-30mm turrets. Missiles, up to 8 ML-40. Exocet, or similar, anti-ship missiles, plus 16 vertical-launched SAMs. ASW tools. 2 triple torpedo launchers for subsurface engagement. Support for helicopters and drones. A 10-ton class helicopter deck at the stern. With stealth lines and modern electronics, the Sea Sword 90 combines the stealth and agility of a corvette, with the wide-ranging mission set typically associated with frigates, making it particularly appealing for nations needing a cost-effective yet robust naval platform. Russia's Karakurt-class corvette, compact yet lethal. Another small yet capable vessel is Russia's Karakurt-class, guided missile corvette, intended for blue water roles, complementing the older Buyan Mine series, displacing around 880 tons and measuring 220 feet. Long, the Karakurt design can sprint to 30 knots, with a 29-mile range under typical load. Though seemingly small, it wields an arsenal befitting far larger warships. Versatile firepower. Each Karakurt corvette houses an 8-tube UKSK VLS, launching land attack Darter 3M14T Calibres cruise missiles. Additional weaponry includes the Panzer MD missile gun system for close-in air defense, plus a 76.2mm AK-176MA main gun on the forward deck.